Growing up, I had dreams and aspirations, but always felt like the kid that didn't fit in. For the most part, I wasn't a bad kid, but when I made the transition into adulthood, I turned to the streets for guidance. This led to getting locked up in juvenile hall, doing time in CYA, and eventually a 120-month sentence in federal prison. I had a lot of time to think and reflect during my federal sentence, so I share with you what I learned, hoping I can positively influence someone else's life with Prison Talk.
What's up, everybody? Big Herc, fresh out. You tune in to another edition of Prison Talk. I'm here with OG Badger. We got some dope questions for you guys. We're getting a lot of comments and feedback from different people, and I want to have him kind of respond from his perspective, which is a little bit different than mine. So make sure you guys subscribe, support, and also visit the website, freshshotseries.com. Had a question from one of our viewers. Greetings, Big Herc. I've been following the channel for 2 years now, and it's the first time writing in. I want to throw it out there that you have been an inspiration to me, and I was struggling in school and other personal stuff. You are the proof that there's no excuses, and everybody should get off their ass and do something with their life. Thank you for spreading positivity. My question is, how would you contrast your first and last day in prison? Since you mentioned that you never had institutionalized mindset, how were the days following your release date like? Is there always something to look forward to for other inmates that have been in prison longer? I'll let Badger elaborate on that thing first.
So my first day in prison, as I said, I walked in, I see warning, no warning shots. How did I feel? I felt like a fucking bitch. You know what I mean? I felt like a straight fucking scared. You know what I mean? I'm scared, a baby face, fucking can't barely grow a whip. You know what I mean? Trying to grow as hard a level 4 mustache as I can. You know, the old fucking brocha. And that wasn't happening very well. And I walk in and read that shit. And later that day, I witnessed some shit that fucking I really could have done without seeing. You know, I witnessed way more horrific shit later on throughout my time. But that's the one that grabbed me. You know what I mean? This is my introduction to the
What was it?
It was the lawnmower story.
Oh,
lawnmower blade.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Like, for day one, I'm fucking... Well, day one off of CTQ, I was CTQ'd for 10 days. You're confined to quarters. So I basically got a little idea who's out there, whatever, but I don't know any of them, so I'm still feeling like a goldfish, you know what I mean, in fucking a shark tank, you know, like the same questions, the same fears that I had, and I'm sure every individual has is fucking, are they going to accept me? What do I got to do? Fucking, you know, acceptance was a big deal with me. And I was going to do whatever the fuck it took to be accepted. You know what I mean? I was going to hate whoever I had to hate more than you hated them because of whatever, even though they hadn't done nothing to me. I was going to sharpen knives better than you. I was going to, you know, if we ever need to do a thing on making knives for, I got a whole ton of ways of making knives for you real good. So plastic, coffee, it comes down to all kinds of shit. Seriously, that's how creative we get in there. And I was going to be the best at everything. And so why couldn't I have done the best fucking going back 3 years earlier and just been in school doing what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing, man? I couldn't do it because it didn't interest me. And so I get it when kids younger than me aren't fucking grabbing what I'm putting down, you know what I mean? Fucking I totally get it, because I'd have been like, shut up, old man.
And when you think about what you just said and how you said you were going to be more vicious, you know, more serious, more hate. Now, with that same mentality, you take that and put it towards, I'm going to be the greatest businessman, the smartest worker, the hardest. I mean, and if you were successful in penology, penology, how much more successful could you have been in the free world if you would apply that same tenacity to something productive?
I guess we'll never know. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I mean, you're doing it now, though.
No, right,
you're doing it now, though.
Where could I be today if I had been way back there?
With that same drive, that same like, push. I'm going to get it from the dirt, you know what I mean?
Same push, man. Like, so if you don't have the push and you think you're going to go to the pen and get the push, it's not going to occur there either. No. You have the push now. It's how you fucking channel that push. You know, is that the right word? Yeah, channel. Yeah. How you would channel that push. You know? So, and my last day... Like, my last day was full of more fear than the fucking first day of coming in, I would say. You know what I mean? I'm like, what the fuck am I going out to? Fucking, you know, like...
So many changes.
man, when I came back, I didn't recognize nothing. I couldn't get anywhere. Fucking buses, this fucking chaos. You know what I mean? Cars, fucking. So people on 3 and 4 yards fucking went, you know, prone positions, prone fucking position. You know what I mean? Or you're getting shot with a block gun, or fucking he getting hit with a grenade. So something's going on in prone position. When the alarm goes off, you get in the fucking prone position. Well, I've heard of convicts out here, the car alarm goes off and they get in the prone position. You know, we're laughing because we know that fucking happens, man. Like fucking we're PTSD'd to the extent, and I don't care if it's, you know, 3 years, that's like 3 showers, so you're not really fucked up yet. But, you know, anything after a nickel, you're fucking starting to be fucking programmed to fucking do exactly what the man tells you to do.
You got to really fight that. It's crazy because, like I said, you did more time than I did in the state, but I did time in the feds, and it's like it almost becomes what they call like the groundhog effect, where you see the same shit over and over. So it's like, fuck, you get up, you look up, you see this motherfucker you can't stand, but you got to watch him because you know he's a piece of shit. You got to go to the chow hall, you do all this stuff. And my first day in, it's lockdown. A couple of dudes had just got murdered at Lompoc USP. They call it the castle. They had just dropped off some people at the medium. They were all excited and shit, you know, but they're like, oh, you're going to the castle. I'm like, damn, the castle, what the fuck? You know, so they drop them off, drive up to the castle, get up in there. It's me, another 2 dudes. And basically, you know, they pack us a little fucking, you know, your little blanket, a fucking little hard-ass pillow, a couple sheets, and, you know, I think that's it because you're on lockdown. You don't even get to go to laundry, none of that shit. And, you know, walk you down the corridor. You go up in there. Everybody's been on lockdown already for a couple weeks, maybe, I think it was maybe a month. And the officer asks you, like, well, you know, what gang you claim. Your blood, Crip, you gangster disciple, vice lord, you know, where you from, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, you better let us know now. We're going to put you up in a cell. It's locked down, and we don't know when you guys are coming off. And so, you know, okay, put me in a cell with this dude. You know, put me in a cell with these people. And they're like, okay. So they walk you down. We got an open cell over here. And you don't know who the fuck you're going in the cell with. And this is like 3 tiers up. Everybody's at the cell because they're trying to see if they got a homie. Hey, homie, where you from? Oh, who rolled in with you? Hey, who? It's like a fucking jungle. You look up 3 tiers, you're like, God damn, you walk in, got your little shit, you're fucking tired, you've been eating shit sandwich, you got constipation, you know what I mean? You're fucked up, you're just beat the fuck up. You get in there, and basically, you can't really walk in the cell. It's so fucking tight, he's got to get on his bunk for you to get in there, so you're looking like, what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, cut, where you from? Oh, man, okay, you know, you got any homies on the yard, blah, blah, so you hear all this shit. So you're dealing with this shit, you ain't got no hygiene, you're hungry, you're hoping the motherfucker's cool, because maybe he'll give you a soup, you know what I mean? But then, you know, or he gets, you know, he got a commissary, you know, you don't have nothing. So you deal with that shit. Come off lockdown, you find out there's a couple other cats there you might know, you know, motherfucker shoot you a care package or something. And it's just, you know, you're trying to get acclimated, man. It's not no fucking party, though. And, you know, that's your first day. Literally, you're thinking, like, what the fuck, man? How many years I got to put up with this shit? You know what I mean? And there's no guarantee you're coming up out of there. There's no fucking guarantee. You got a date, but that date is not locked in. The last day, for me, I was excited, man. I had been working on business plans. I had been taking all these notes, but I also had some pressure because a lot of dudes counted on me because of all the positive shit I talked about. I had to prove now, you know, you got to go out there and make it. You know, people are, you know, you were talking all this high power shit. Big Herc, you gonna get out there and do this. You know, you're gonna make this happen. And so I was anxious, a little nervous, but I knew that, hey, I got opportunity. When I hit the other side of these gates, I can make shit happen. And so I got released, you know, Greyhound bus station ticket, but I had a homegirl come pick me up, drove me all the way to LA, went to the halfway house, and I was off and rolling. I had already published a book in prison and had copies of it made. I was gonna slang my book. I had, you know, lined up different things with people I had tried to contact on the street to try to get my hustle on. So I was I was ready to transition back into society where, you know, a lot of people didn't prepare themselves, so they were actually scared to go back to society. So you have the two contrasts here where, You know, Badger was dealing with a different mindset. For me, I was excited. I never want to see prison again, and I had something to prove because I didn't have any family support or people coming to visit me in prison. I felt like the world had abandoned me, so I was going to come out and piss on the world to show them that they didn't break me, that I was still Big Herc and I was going to make shit happen. So that was kind of like my inspiration for when I got out to be successful, you know. But it can go either way. It can go either way for a lot of people.
I like it, man. I wish I came out like that, really.
You know, but yeah, so I hope that answered your question. You got the two perspectives, and make sure you guys stay tuned and subscribe to the next episode of Prison Talk. Lockdown's over. Get your yard time in. Exclusively at FreshOutSeries.com.